Yo, love, peace, and big booty Care Bears live from the planet Tweet Central. I am Chicago's wildest Inglewood Space Cadet Minneapolis cousin by the name of Drunken Monkeee, and I would like to welcome you to Everybody Goes Through It podcast hosted by yours truly. Thank you all for joining me today. This is my first time ever doing this podcast because a lot of people they know me as a radio personality, they know me as a DJ, they know me as, you know what I mean, as a just well gifted, naturally talented performing artist that'll fuck shit up and everything. But a lot of people know me as a person that have that been blessed with a voice, that been blessed with joy, that been blessed with some type of gift to be able to feel the energy of people of planet Earth and feel where they coming from. So somebody put on my heart, they actually said they had a dream where the creator blessed them with this idea of me doing this podcast. And it was like, yo, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do more of. So here I am. Especially today, I feel a certain type of way, not a bad way, but I'm just really in my thinking bag, really thinking about my life. And I would like to just, be patient with me, just like I would be patient for you, because this is about work. This is about shadow work. This is about understanding that we all go through it. Understanding that we all go through the same thing. It don't matter who you are. It don't matter your area code. It don't matter your zip code. It don't matter if you black, white, Asian. It don't matter. Everybody goes through it, especially right now on planet Earth. Right now, there's wars in Ukraine. There's wars in so many countries. There's a secret war going on in Africa. While there's a war going on at home in our own streets. Not only that, it's a wars going on in our family. It's wars going on within ourselves. I say that to say everybody goes through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man. Everybody goes through it. I know I've been going through it and I've been trying to find ways to keep myself positive. I've been trying to find ways to keep myself happy. I've been trying to find ways to keep myself at peace. I've been trying to find ways to just keep going, you know what I mean? Just to stay strong, just to stay motivated, not just for myself, for my community, for my kids. But sometimes it just be hard as fuck, bro. Sometimes it be hard, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you have all the answers, you find out that you really don't have the answer. Sometimes when you go through doing things the way that your parents in the world told you how what you're supposed to do in order to be a successful person, you go through it. You go through years of school, you go through years of paying debt, doing all this, going to schools because you're focused on a degree, and then you look back 12 years later than past and you looking back on your life and you're like, damn, I still don't know what to do. And that's totally fine. That's all right. We all in this place, we all in this bucket where, you know what I'm saying, we feel the vibrations of planet Earth. We feel the vibrations of police injustice. We feel the vibrations of being on social media, and sometimes we all could get triggered. You get triggered by just somebody posting something that's going on in their life, and you just spend your time scrolling and scrolling, and next thing you know, you find yourself getting upset, you find yourself triggering, you find the impulsive voices within inside yourself talking shit to you, trying to bring you down, trying to make you feel like you're nothing. But understand you are not alone. Understand that you are not alone. You're not the only person going through financial problems. You're not the only person going through relationship problems. You're not the only person going through self-identity problems. You're not the only person going through et cetera type of problems. We all go through it. When it comes to planet Earth and when it comes to life, we don't come out our mother's portals, the womb. We don't come out our mother's pussies with some type of like blueprint on how our life is going to be. We don't come out the womb with a manual of who we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to be, how we supposed to get when we get older. We don't know who we're going to date. We don't know who we're going to marry. We don't know who's going to be our friends until that time come. A lot of us started out on planet Earth as beautiful, great people filled with joy, filled with happiness, filled with so much good, but then we got hurt. We experienced pain, and it started when we was young. A lot of us got a lot of pain within ourselves that we're trying to heal from, that we think is from a relationship that was maybe like 2 to 3 years ago, or a situation that happened maybe yesterday or the day before. But a lot of us are going through pain that we're feeling from from being kids. That's one thing that you have to allow yourself. You have to give yourself permission to heal. You have to give yourself permission to be able to open yourself up again and not always be on the defense. A lot of us been through hurt as kids. A lot of us felt pain as kids. A lot of us went through child molestation as kids. A lot of us went through seeing seeing things at a very young age that our minds and our spirits don't agree with, and then we create these emotional blockages that's within ourselves, that's within our bodies, that's within our spirits, and we wonder why we the way that we are. I always tell people, because a lot of people like to put me on a pedestal, like, man, Drunken Monkeee, you just this, you that, you this, you, oh my God, I love you, Drunken Monkeee. You could not do no wrong. But I have been a toxic crusader in my life from the mental blockages that I build within myself without healing myself. I've been a toxic crusader to myself. I've been a toxic crusader to my friends. I've been a toxic crusader within relationships. I've been a toxic crusader within the workplace. I've been a toxic crusader. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell everybody, don't ever put me on a pedestal, because I have done my bad. I have done things to others that I still pray that the Creator forgive me for. I have done things and disrespected women in my past that you know what I'm saying, that I still think about and I ask the Creator to forgive me for. Everybody goes through it. You got to understand that. Say it with me. Everybody goes through it. You're not alone. You know, I know we living on social media. I know we live in the matrix now, where a lot of people like to be in the matrix. A lot of us like to post what goes on in our life. A lot of us like to post us going out and eat. A lot of us like to post the people that we date, our children. A lot of us like to post our workout regimens. A lot of us like to post when we at work, but majority of the times we're not really posting what we're really going through. And the only reason why I say that, because a lot of times, you know, I try to use my social media to be positive. I try to use my social media to not be negative. If I don't have anything good to say, I won't say it at all, because I understand the importance of words. I understand the importance of vibration and how it can affect you and others around you. I say all that because not I won't, you know, I got to a point where a couple of years ago I was posting on Facebook, just posting my toxic behavior, snapping on people, cursing people out, writing things saying that I feel I don't have support from my family and friends and all of that, when I knew I did have it. It was just me in this deep depression. Depression is real. Depression don't care about what color you are. Depression don't care about if you got $1 million, if you smoke 15 blunts in a Dutch. Depression don't care. Depression only got one job, and that's to take you off your square and bring you down into this black hole of lost, sad emotions. And when you feel that feeling, it don't feel good. It don't feel right. The way it don't feel good at all. And I'm talking as a person that had been through it, as a person that had tried to seek help for it and everything. And a lot of times we go to social media to really say how we feel, but a lot of us don't really post what's really going on with our life. A lot of us don't post what's going on behind the scenes. Yes, on Facebook, you may be in a great relationship, posting pictures of you and your love mate in a relationship, hugging, kissing, going out to eat all types of extravagant, delicious dinners. But in reality, you unhappy, you're in a very a very abusive relationship. Maybe you're not in abusive relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship where the love been gone and y'all both are trying to hold on. But nobody is going to show that on a Facebook. Nobody is going to show the real pain that they really going through. Some people do, and then a lot of times when they do, you know what I mean, people are quick to pop up and be like, nobody care. You know what I'm saying? It's quick to tell somebody like, yo, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And then when you reach out to that person don't even pick up the phone like they said they was, because they on social media they said they was here. A lot of times false projections is a hell of a drug. False projection is a hell of a drug. I say that again, and I say it one more time. False projection is a hell of a drug. It's time that we really start showing each other like, yo, I'm not okay. It's all right to say that you're not okay. If you're a melanated man, it's all right for you to say that you're not okay. It's all right for you to admit to when you're afraid. It's all right to admit when you're going through some things. It's just like with women, just like with anybody. Do not let this world make you feel like you weak. Don't let this world make you feel like you stupid and that nobody care about you when you going through something, because I'm telling you, we all go through it. PTSD don't care about your color. Bipolar don't care about your color. Schizophrenia, etc., don't care about your colors. Just these toxic crusaders happen to happen within a melanated community and the communities of people of color, and we all trying to hold on. We all trying to hold on through our children. We all trying to hold on through self-medication. We all trying to hold on by going on certain vacations, but you got to understand, it's all within self. It's all within yourself. It's all within yourself, G. Like every day, I'm trying to better myself to be a better man, to be a better person, to be a better father, to be a better son, to be a better artist, a better DJ. I'm trying to do better within myself. I'm trying to go inward within myself. I'm really trying to get down to the depths of my problems of that make me distrust people. Even when I know people love me, even when I know people would not fuck me over, it's a part of me that I don't trust nobody because of what I went through as a kid. And once again, that goes back to what I was saying. What happened to us as a kid, it wasn't our fault. You know what I'm saying? The things that I experienced, the things that I seen, it kind of played a part of how I move about my relationships, dealing with women. I done posted plenty of times saying, man, I'm a great friend, I'm a great human being, I'm a great father, I'm this, I'm that. But when it comes to relationships, I'm not good, I'm not that. How can somebody that's filled with love not believe that they are not this and not that? It got to be something going on internally. That's like somebody told me something like 2 days ago where I was basically talking about how I don't put nothing past anybody and I expect the worst so I don't get heartbroken. The only reason why I created that personality of expecting the worst so I won't be heartbroken is because coming up, I put, just like you, just like her, just like them, just like anybody, I put my trust into people. I put my trust I put my trust into my community. I put my trust into relationships. I put my trust into a lot of things, and then when it didn't give me the feedback that I needed, when they didn't give me the return, the happiness in return, I just support. I kind of just shield away and created a defense mechanism to not get close. And see, a lot of times when you do that, you're missing out on your blessing. You're missing out on the world. You're missing out on discovering something new that may elevate you to another level of your life. We all go through it. I'm not the only person that feel like that. It's a lot of people that feel like that. Yes, we all may get on social media, Facebook, and post the happy part, the joyful part, but in reality, a lot of us are hurting. A lot of us are sad. A lot of us are depressed. A lot of us are confused. A lot of us don't know what the fuck we doing or where to go. And it's all right. It's okay. We live in a society that make you feel like you're a villain when you're not able to bring home enough money to your family and your friends, and you're doing all that you can. We live in a society that try to tell women how to be and how not to be, especially when it comes to like a society that's almost ran by men. We live in a society that just society, it could be hard, bro. Let's just be real. This society could be hard. And with COVID, with this all this police injustice going on, it's kind of hard to center yourself. It's kind of hard to bring yourself back to a place of peace, a place of happiness, a place of joy. But I'm telling you, you're not alone. Everybody goes through it. You're not alone. You're not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. I didn't want to do this video scripted. I didn't want to do this video having notes. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to do it. I just wanted to be able to just be able to show up and just use my experience for somebody else who may need it. You know what I'm saying? Having a radio shows, having beautiful kids, having my own, having a village of people that love and support me is what made me become a better person and wanting to get myself together. I spend a lot of time to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm the loner that love to be around people. I spend a lot of time with myself. I spend a lot of time with myself, the creator, and the ancestors, because I'm really trying to be on a better, higher vibration and being better. And sometimes sometimes it's not a lot. Sometimes them problems still come. Sometimes the anxiety still come, even when I'm trying to better myself, even when I'm doing meditation, even when I'm doing Reiki, even when it be some situations where people be like, yo, don't get depressed, think about your children. And I'm like, motherfucker, I am thinking about my children. Sometimes it just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you just don't know what to do. Sometimes when that sadness come, that depression come, you just don't know how to feel. Even though you can have a phone book full of people that you could call, you can have a phone full of people to call, you got up to 5,000 friends on Facebook, sometimes you still could feel alone. Sometimes you feel like even when you want to reach out to people and tell them how you feel like they're going to dog you or down you. You know, and that's where I'm trying to be at. I'm trying to be there for myself as well as others. And that's why I keep saying that you are not alone. Everybody goes through it. I find myself, I'm tired of living my life on the edge. I find myself tired of living my life day to day. I find myself tired of living check to check. I find myself tired of having all these amazing ideas, and when I share with certain people in my community, certain people within my friends, they question me instead of just like, yo, how can I help you? That's a great idea. You know what I'm saying? And then it made me create more mental blockages of this self-defense that made me just be like, man, let me just stay away from everybody. Not self-defense, but defense mechanism that made me be like, let me stay away from everybody because I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to look dumb. I don't want to feel like if I do what society says to do, I could get prosecuted for it. A lot of people are saying, yo, black men, say how you feel, speak up, tell the world how you feel. And then when melanated men come up and say how we feel, when we come up and show that we can be vulnerable, it's a problem. But everybody goes through it, right? Everybody goes through it. I find myself really wanting to just get away from this city life. I find myself wanting to like go into nature, get away from the city life, get away from technology, get away from social media, and just go back into the woods. I find myself wanting to go into like these places of just peaceful nothingness. Like something seriously calling me to go back into my ancestry lands, like going back down south and really find out who I am. It's something that's really grabbing me, that's telling me to like leave this city life. And I know I'm not the only one that feel like that. It's a lot of us that feel like that. You know, but just be real. Planet Earth is kind of fucking scary nowadays, bro. Sometimes I don't recognize what's really going on. Sometimes I don't recognize where I'm at. Sometimes I don't recognize certain situations that's starting to come up in planet Earth. Or maybe I'm just used to being traditional and I'm just trying to set myself free. I'm just trying to break out of this mental matrix and this social media matrix of just becoming one with the universe, becoming one with the Most High again. Even if doing this, it's like, yo, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think that it'd be able to help me in the long run because, like I said, everybody go through it. Everybody feel pain. Everybody feel sadness. Everybody feel happiness. Everybody feel joy, and we all just want to be happy. We all just want to be joyful. We all just want to take care of our families. We all just want to be better versions of ourselves. We all tired of working these long ass hours just to be check to check. You got some people out here working 64 hours a week just to be check to check. We all out here tired of missing out on our children's life. I know I am. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm tired of that shit. Some of the decisions that I made in my past kind of affect me now as much as I be like, I give myself permission to let go and move on from this. Some of the situations and the decisions that I made in the past when I was very, very, very toxic affect me to this day. I moved from Chicago. I'm going to be real with you all. And hopefully through being real with you all, being real with myself, I motivate you all to be like, yo, you're not alone. No matter what anybody say, you're not fucking alone. Shout out to my cat in the back right there. My cat back there knocked out like this therapy. But, I love Chicago for a new beginning. I love Chicago because I wanted to do better. I love Chicago because it was something in my spirit telling me to get away. It was something telling me to see something different. Even having children, something was telling me that I need to choose myself and get away. The last couple of years in Chicago, I found out that I had PTSD and bipolar depression, and I went to go get help. When I went to go get help, they basically put me in a psychiatric ward and told me that this would be good for me. In that psychiatric ward, I met a lot of beautiful people, a lot of brothers and sisters, from brothers and sisters to white brothers, white sisters, etc., etc. And the creator told me in there, when I come out of this place, I was going to come out of there not as Drunken Monkeee, not as Joseph, but in Motep. I need somebody to be a voice for my people that is hurting. I took that serious. I took that approach. Not really approach. I took it as a spiritual job where it was like, you know what? I will be there for the people. Now, how can I be there for the people without putting all my personal information out there? And a lot of times the creator like just put it out there, talk about this situation, do this, do that. And I'll be nervous, I'll be scared. I'm talking about my mental place. I'm talking about bipolar depression. I'm talking about my situations of people who I dated. I'm talking about the situations of me being a father, having bipolar depression, me being an artist, having a mental illness, etc., etc. Me talking about my father having schizophrenia and having the same things that I deal with. And when I put it out, of course, I regretted it until everybody started really popping up like, you know what, Drunk, I feel that. Thank you for saying that because I'm going through the same thing too. Thank you. Thank you for saying that because I'm going through the same thing too. And that's what I want to do with this video. That's what I want to do with this podcast, to allow people to know that you're not alone. If you got depression, if you got bipolar, if you got schizophrenia, etc., you are not alone. You may be going through a breakup and that shit hurt. You invested in this person. You love that person. You gave them your all. You gave 100%. Yes, you had some toxic moments, but in the end, you tried to be the best spouse. You tried to be the best mate that you could be, and it ended, and now you're hurting. Situations like that, we have to learn how not to create this defense mechanism that's going to stop us from being who we truly are. A lot of us are beautiful people. A lot of us have stories. A lot of us have have testimonies that we need to share with the people of planet Earth, to let the people of planet Earth know that you're not alone. Let the people know that you're not going through this by yourself. Even though I'm miles away, you may be in another country, you are not alone. I think that's why a lot of people like to get on social media, and when you try to find support from your family and friends, you don't get it. So a lot of us tend to go on social media just to say how we feel, because a lot of us are hurting. It's okay, say that. Like, I'm even talking to you right now, I'm trying my best to hold back my tears. You know what I'm saying? That's why I keep doing this. I'm not wiping no fucking coal out my eye. It's like me trying to make sure that I'm staying strong doing this video. But shit, the more and more I'm talking to you all, it's a release. It's like cleansing. You know, that's just like, some people feel like when you tear up, when you cry, that's a sign of weakness. But you gotta understand, man, where your tears coming from. It's not. Think about everything that. Think about the human body, G. Just think about science right quick. Why do your tears come from your eyes? It don't come out of none of your pores. It don't come out your ears. It don't come out your asshole. It come out your eyes, because your eyes is connected to your soul. And that's why they say when a lot of people crying, like bawling out, they be like, I'm crying out my soul. You know what I mean? Because that's how much I've been going through it and holding on. You know, I lost my car. My car went down. Everything was good. And then when my car went down, I was like, what the fuck, bro? What am I going to do now? Of course, you want to keep yourself in a positive motion. Of course, you want to stay positive. Of course, even when you know you have a family, a friend, and villages that just love you and that support you and that hold you down, yo, you still find yourself worrying. Because a lot of times we don't want to depend on people. We don't want to hit up somebody and be like, hey, can you give me a ride? Hey, can I borrow this money? Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Because you don't want people to roast you. You don't want to be the talk of a person conversation, man. You don't want to be the laughing stock. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you need to do that because, like I said, we all go through it. We all go through it, B. No matter who you are, no matter what color you are, no matter how many kids you got, no matter how much money is in your ATM, or if you don't have money in your ATM, we all go through it. I remember my uncle once told me this phrase, and when he told me this, I was like, bro, this shit is weak as hell. I don't understand what you mean by this. He was like, Joseph, listen to what I'm going to tell you. You could be the richest person in the world and still be the saddest and the brokest person in the world. And he said you could be the poorest person in the world and still be the richest person in the world. And I didn't understand what he meant by that shit until I got older, until I really started going through problems and really started seeing people that's like from celebrities to people that have all this money and stuff. Like, people be hurting, man. People be hurting. Emotions are real as fuck, and emotions don't care about how much money you got. Emotions don't care about where you live at or who you are, if you don't have money or if you do have money. Emotions are coming to do what they're supposed to do. So that's why it's important for us to be able to be there for each other, to be able to somehow let each other in our lives and show the real side, the bandages, the parts when we just got cut up and we bleeding and we wiping the blood off and now we putting the bandages on. That's one reason why a lot of people understand the brand of Tweet Central Lounge. Tweet Central, because I show my wounds. I let you know about my wounds. I let you know about my cuts. I let you know about when I have my internal concussions. I let you know when I have internal problems going on with me, because I want the people to understand that you're not alone. I want people to understand that, like, yo, B, right now, as I'm doing this video, it's a million people around the world right now that's hurting. It's over a billion people in the world now. And I think about that. It's a million people in the world that's hurting. You could be just like Miss America, bro. We just lost Miss America 2019. You know what I'm saying? The young lady that was the Miss America of 2019. Beautiful, extravagant. The world is at the palm of her hands, even if she's not Miss America in 2022. A lot of people remembered her. A lot of people remember the joy of seeing that young lady win. A lot of people remember this young lady, and then next thing you know, we got an article saying that this young lady jumped from a building because she was hurting, bro. We got to be able to create these places where it's okay for us to really vent, whether it's with our family, whether it's in our friends, whether it's therapy, because not everybody want to go to therapy, bro. Some people are afraid of it. Not everybody want to take these medicines that they're telling you is going to make you feel better and make you a better person and everything in life. That's just like when they put me in a psychiatric ward, they tried to have me take all these different medicines. And they was like, this medicine is going to be good for you. This medicine is going to be great for you. This medicine is going to make you feel so better and control your mood swings. And I asked the person, I was like, so what is in this medicine that's going to control my mood swings? What is in this medicine that's going to make me feel better to go from having these suicidal thoughts? What is in this medicine that's going to make me go from having these thoughts of distrust, insecurity, no hope? I'm talking about, man, when I get into my bipolar mode, bro, it's scary. It's scary, bro. It scares me. I hate how it feel. I hate how it make me feel. And it's like, they like, this medicine will make you feel better, man. Just take the medicine. And I'm like, can you tell me what's in it? And they were like, no, I can't tell you what's in it. Just try it. And I took some medicine, and this medicine I woke for, it's like a drug. It's like a drug. That's why a lot of us like to do self-medication, because for a little bit we could just escape. For a little bit we could get away from our problems, man. Let me roll me some weed right quick, bro. Let me get away from this problem. Let me just drink right quick. Let me get away from this problem. Let me just fuck it. Let me just fuck. Let me get away from this problem, G. We all try to find ways to go through self-medication to heal us, to make us feel better, you know, only just to come back and realize, like, damn, you done bought all this weed and now you're broke as hell because you done spent all your money on weed. And the weed didn't get you nowhere. It only got you more into a place of, like, and especially if it's an indica weed, it only made you get more down. It only made you get more depressed. It only made you question certain things, like, in your life, and question certain people. It only made your ATM numbers and your account go down and down because you constantly spending weed, you constantly smoking, you smoking, you smoking, you smoking. And I'm saying that as a person that had tried to use weed to help me escape, to help me think better, to help me be able to come up with a plan on improving my lifestyle, improving my mental. And it only just brought me down and down. It even brought me to certain points where I asked myself, like, damn, bro, am I addicted to weed? And people be like, you can't be addicted to weed. But I really think that it's real, that anything that you give power to, that you feel that'll make you better, you could get addicted to it. And I feel like sometimes I'm addicted to marijuana. You know what I'm saying? Like, these last couple of days, I've been taking a fast from smoking, man, because it seemed like the more I start smoking, the more and more I start getting down, bro. I started feeling myself getting more paranoid and shit. So I tried something different. You know what I'm saying? Where really trying to get on this meditation, really trying to work out, really trying to do affirmations, really trying to read, trying to do something different just to make sure that I'm good. I'm trying to feed myself the right medicines. A lot of times we feel like we could drink our problems away. A lot of times we feel like, bro, let me just go get that bottle of Henny. Let me get that Absolute. Let me get this. Let me get that drink. Let me get that beer. And let me just have a cocktail, a few cocktails, and I'll be good. And then, like, a few cocktails later, a couple of years then pass by. Now you addicted to alcohol, and alcoholism is real. Of course, nobody decided to want to drink their problems away, but god damn it, sometimes these problems are unbearable. Sometimes the problems that we go through is just really that fucked up, and especially internally. So we try to do anything to run from it, man, and it only, when we self-medicate ourselves, it only make us go down and down this rabbit hole. But it's okay. So right, I say all that to say it's not your fault, and everybody go through it. Right now, as I'm talking to you all doing this video, trying to find different outlets and different ways to be able to channel my energy in the right places and to be able to be a voice or be able to be a testimony for somebody that's going through it. Somebody is going through it super hard right now. Somebody just lost their family. Somebody just lost a job. Somebody just lost a relationship. Somebody is having self-identity problems. Some people, and more importantly, when it comes to spirituality, religion versus spirituality, that shit that fucked us up so many years, bro. You got women that's religiously followed the whole plan of marriage, being married to somebody that's very toxic as fuck and trying to really be there and really trying to stay in that marriage for better or worse, but it only made shit more worse. Everybody go through it. You got some people right now trying to understand who God is, what God is, where God come from, the real creator, in a world where everybody's saying, yo, this God, that God, that God, this is God, that is God, that is God, this is God, I am God. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, you find yourself like, fuck, bro, I'm spiritually lost right now, and I don't know how to say I'm spiritually lost, but it's okay. Everybody go through it. You got people who have self-identity problems. You have all the money in the world. You have the job that you want. You have it. But some part of you don't feel complete because you've been trying to find out who you are. You're trying to find out where you come from. You're trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, just how do you be a better person and everything, G. Self-identity problems is real. Sometimes when you don't know yourself, you are willing to take yourself out the game. And that's why right now suicide rates are at an all-time high, because a lot of people are hurting. A lot of people are hurting mentally. A lot of people are hurting spiritually. Spiritually is everything. Like I said, I've been doing these Reverend Ike's mind science techniques, and I recommend anybody to check it out and do it. And why I say it's important for us to focus on our mind science is because we have to learn how to control our emotions. We have to learn how to control our feelings. Because if we don't, the world would do it for you. And right now, it's a lot of people hurting. It's a lot of people on the verge of suicide, doing something to take themselves out of this life, because it's like, yo, we're not taking care of the mind science. We're living in a society that always make us just go, just go, just go. Distractions everywhere, distractions everywhere, distractions here, distractions there, distractions over there, distractions over here. And everybody is just trying to find a way to like really find a self. I feel Erykah Badu with that song Where she say, a beautiful world I'm trying to find. Trying to find a beautiful world because the world that we're living in nowadays is seem foreign to me. I'm not used to it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's because we're traumatized from old traditional ways, and as we break old traditional ways and we move into a new way of being free, I don't know if that's because of that, or if I don't know if it's just because me really trying to do the work that it take to better myself and an enemy trying to come after me. When I say the enemy, meaning like negative energy, low vibrations, et cetera, because they're going to do all that they can to take you off your path. They're going to do all they can to make sure that you stay toxic. And beautiful people, we're going to have to fight. We all go through it. Trust me, as a person that been where you were, you're going to have to fight. We all go through it. We got people out here losing their family members. We got people out here losing their minds to just what's going on in society and just don't know what to do, and they're deciding to take their lives. And I'm telling you, beautiful people, you don't have to take your life. I'm telling you, we all go through it, and you are not alone. Do not let the enemy make you think that you are alone. Do not let this world make you think you are alone, because we all go through it. You dig what I'm saying? You're not the only person that been working for a company for 14 years, and then one day you go in and then somebody lie on you and then say you doing something that you never did, and then they fire you without no warning. We all go through it. You're not the only person that loved someone, that cared for someone, that was there for someone, that gave your all, that invested in somebody, and you gave everything to that person just to find out that that person cheated on you and they didn't love you the way that they claimed that they did. You are not alone. It's not your fault. You're not alone. You're not the only person right now looking for God, searching for God, trying to talk to God, trying to speak to God. And it's like you feel like you don't hear the Creator talking to you. You seem like you hear more impulsive, negative voices instead of the peaceful voice of the Creator talking to you, and it then puts you on destruction mode. I'm telling you, you are not alone. I'm telling you, as a person that then tried to commit suicide. I'm telling you, as a person who then been a toxic crusader. I'm telling you, as a person that been hurt and that hurt others. I'm telling you, as a person that give a fuck, that you are not alone.